Hi, I'm Davle and today we're gonna talk about my favorite book series from all my reading life. It's not in some specific order, just what I see I talk about, okay? So this is the Night School series. It's from K.J. Doherty. I had purchased them in Greek because back then I didn't read in English because I was more crabby than I am in them. Like, how can that be? But anyway, so it is about a girl that her brother died and she started getting into trouble, and her parents decided to send her away in a private school for rich dudes and girls. But anyway, the dudes are the ones that actually are interesting, because there he meets two boys. Okay, we have a love triangle, but it's not a cringy one. She also makes some friends and she discovers some mysteries like the night school. It's a really private thing that she eventually gets into and learns to find, and some other things that I cannot spoil right now, but it was way interesting. I don't know, I've read it like 1,000 times, even though it is in Greek, and there are so many books that I cannot read because of that, because when they're translated they're a little bit more cringy. Then we have the Red Pyramids. It's a trilogy and it's way good, but it's for younger ages. I had read that in like when I was 10 years old. Someone actually got it to my brother, but my brother doesn't really read, so I got it from him and actually liked it a lot. It's about two siblings, a girl and a boy, that are separated because their mother actually died, and the boy went with their dad. I don't remember his name, and the girl went with the grandparents who actually hated the dad. And actually the dad is an archaeologist, and a summer they got together, all the family except from the elderlies, and something happens with the dad. I think he dies too, and they discover this magical world that actually is the Egyptian mythology, and I was really into it because I learned so many things about all this mythology that I really like. Their gods actually were really amazing, and it was for teenagers, so some I think the girl fell in love with the god that was a teenage boy. It was really interesting, and oh my god, it was really capturing. Back then I think it's even more capturing than the Harry Potter series. Way better, I think. It's not even near. Then we have the Bone season, that right now is a trilogy, but some books wait to be published. I don't know if Samantha Sanno's gonna make this move that I'm so waiting. But she said so I believe in her. It's way good. I have made a review for it. It's also a fantasy book, and it has some complicated love story, and I read it recently, and it's all so fresh, and it's really nice. Then we have the Throne of Glass series that you all know about. It's really good. There are many books. It's like Harry Potter because the first books are really boring and childish, but then I think she invested in them more. If you can see, the Heir of Fire is bigger, and as it goes, becomes more loud as a series, and it's better as it goes. Gets more better. The plot is more thoughtful. Even the lovers he has are more thoughtful. In the beginning, were just trust facts. I don't know. Anyway, and I remember in the Heir of Fire, she met the love of her life and didn't even realize it because she was so devastated of something that had happened. And I remember crying so hard in the Kingdom of Us and the Heir of Fire, just so hard. It was way good, and it really described the moments. And another book series that described the moments really nice is, wait a minute, whoa, that was my earring. Oh my god. Yeah, A Fallen Soldier. I don't remember where it is. Okay, I can't find it right now, but it is A Court of Thorns Roses. I've made a review of them too. They're so nice. They describe like all the moments and in such a good way. I haven't read a fantasy so sexy and steamy. It was amazing. What else? The Six of Crows duology that I have also made a review. It was so nice. It's just 2 books, not even a whole series, and there were so many characters and well developed, and all the heists that they had to complete, and obviously so many things happen in these books, and they're so nice. Even a romance, there is even a romance in it, and not just for one couple, for multiple couples. I'm like, what? Oh, the Lux series, obviously. Jennifer Armentrout is my favorite author, and I own many of her books. And we have the Lux series, that the first 3 books I read in Greek, but the others weren't translated, so I purchased them in English, and then is where I began reading in English. And it's way good. There's this bad guy, sexy bad guy, that likes Kat, but at the same time doesn't want her near his sister and near him, near everyone that he knows, because it is really dangerous. But he cannot but fall in love with her, and it's so nice because then when they finally get together, like the 3rd or 4th book, and they finally do it. They have to fight even more enemies and so many troubles. I mean, it was way nice. And then we have the Covenant series that somehow I have separated because this is the first one and these are the others, and this is just, I don't know why this is here, but anyway, the Covenant series are even better because okay, when I was younger I liked bad guys, bad boys and all this shit, but in these books the boy is just so restrained, thoughtful, but at the same time he has so energy, and he really cares about the girl that he falls for, and the girl is the one that it's more okay, she acts before she thinks, and it was really relatable with my character, so I liked that more. And it also has a lot of fighting and yeah, much of harass, I think. Anyway, Then we have the Legend series that it is somewhere back here, so I'm not going to put it here. So yeah, I am actually describing all the series that I own, but there are also some that I have read online and in the Kindle, so that I don't remember of. But anyway, the Legend series is about a girl and a boy from the same country, but at the same time they're so different because the one has been raised in the poor sector and the other has been raised in the rich one. The girl that is in the rich one is very clever. She's a prodigy because of that, because they have some tests that determine their IQ. Anyway, she fights for the system while the other one fights the system. And when they finally meet each other, they don't know who the other is, and they really like each other. So it's really complicated, and when they find out, they do in a really bad way. But when everything finally settles smoothly, actually not so smoothly. When everything settles, though, they fight together the system, and they have actually quite a love story, but some struggles too, because the girl was really a bitch to him and his family. But I'd not quite describe things because I'm gonna spoil it at the same time, and it is a really interesting book series. And I think a novella is going to be published soon about the boy's brother, and so I think they're gonna say a little bit about what happened with the other two, because it actually ended really not so satisfying as I would like. And then finally we have the Assassin's Creed series that it's back here. I don't actually own them, they're my brother's, but they occupy my bookshelf for the obvious reasons of actual reading. And I had quitted the reading of this series because Aiden, the main character, gets older, and I was really disappointed and really sad because he couldn't fight as well, and it was really, I don't know, really depressing. But now I come with an understanding and more passion, and I think I'm gonna finish it because I think he meets a girl somewhere in there, and even if you're an old guy in 50, I'm gonna enjoy the romance. In the middle there's also a book describing the history of Altair. He's also an assassin, and a really weird one. He's a dick actually. I didn't like his character, but in the end I think he restrains himself and gets better. But it's not like Ezio. I think he owns a part of my heart. It's just this violence, but a well-written violence, and thoughtful one. I mean, all these hidden blades and techniques and all this leap of faith. Well, there are many things that you're gonna like, especially if you're born there. I also own it in Greek because, well, I don't think my brother would actually read it, an English book. Yeah, actually he's not really into reading, so that would be even more demanding of him. So I think this is all. I've read the White Hot Keys series from Jennifer Armentrout in Kindle too, and this was good too because there these divisions of the world. There are the angels, the half angels, and the demons, and the girl is half an angel and half demon, and nothing like that has ever been known to the world. But actually, not the humans. I mean, the wardens that are the half angels. It's really nice because there's this love triangle that it's actually the most interesting love triangle that I've read about, because she's half demon, half warden, who is a half angel, and there's demon, warden, and half demon, half warden, and she has been raised with the warden, and she meets the demon actually trying to kill him and falling in love with him at the end. It was way interesting. Yeah. I think that's all for today. I'm thinking about telling you my favorite movie series. They're real basic, but anyway, or just romance movies, because they're also basic ones. But anyway, so if you want to watch something like that, let me know in the comments. And that's all for today. Bye.